Tribes T2TV. This is BA versus Ohm for the number 2 spot in the TWL ladder. I'm your incredibly exciting host for the night, Barry White, and I'm probably getting lag. This is going to be a fun night. We should be pretty close to a 30-second countdown. Teams are going to be 14 v 14. Ohm is playing Lin 1, A3, Ambient, Incredulous, Master Shadow, Hawk, Animaniac, Mojo Man, QT, Dilemma, Icicle, Centurion, BK and Souls. Last name on the list there on screen. And BA playing gWeeBo, Real Time, Ultima Zero, Lenny, who I have no idea who is, Turnip, Zed, Torrenter, Moonbaby, Accident Prone, Vert, Mikhail, Godog, Tease and Waspud. The old veg boy is doing a good turnout for the night, and that is the 30-second countdown, and I'm an admin. Fun in the sun.
Good game.
15 seconds.
Showing on that's online.
10 seconds.
Can you avoid watching it, please? I need all bandits over here.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3.
Sorry about that, I'm just
Match
talking to
begins
my housemate.
now.
Okay, I think we're at the... This will be the Ohm base at the start. That's Dilemma just going into kit up. Master Shadow also following him in, and Dilemma heading straight down into the Jenner room by the looks. Yes, there he goes, putting an inv up high in the rafters. I'm copying a bit of packet loss, I think, from the cast upload. And probably John taking up way too much bandwidth. And Dilemma. Yes, doesn't obviously like his inv where it is, so he's just going to smack it around a bit and delete it. Now, I don't have access to the view flag keys for some silly reason, because Tribes is a buggy piece of shit. So we're going to be doing manual flag viewing. This is the Ohm flag here with Animaniac doing LD work on it. Here comes the first BA Kappa over the back hill. As the strike goes into the lava, the Kappa runs off of it. That was Moonbaby, drops it straight away. Thanks to... Oh, there's my bloody card. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to play with my... No, I'm not. That was BA Lenny taking off with the flag rather fast and not getting anywhere with it. Ambient takes off with BA's flag and he's moving up towards the front tower. Full health, very little energy, but he's over the front hill. Moving into it, he has people in attendance. He's down to about 1/4 health as he moves over his hill. This could be the first cap to Ohm if he can't get chained out of the air, and no one is going to do that.
Team
And
Storm.
Ambient takes out the first cap for Ohm. That's 101 to 1 in favour of Ohm. First map, Abaddon X2. Ambient cruises up again without re-kitting, but there he goes now. He's found an inv parked underneath a tree in the middle of bloody nowhere. Hope everyone's managing to get online. I'll just check. Well, no one's whinging yet, so that's always a good thing. Might just follow Ambient a bit more, see where he goes. Cruises up over the side hill. He's going a long way away. He isn't taking a shrike this time. I don't know if he took one last time. Meanwhile, Hawk takes off with the flag. He's gone past the V-pad for BA and cruises down through the valley. There's BA people all over him and he's got about 1/6 of his health. Hits the top of the hill. There's an elf on him, but that elf gets smacked off him. And he cruises down to the valley and gets beaten up. BA Lenny, meanwhile, takes off with Ohm's flag. He's on absolutely 0 health and gets chained out of the air very, very fast on the top hill. Ambient, meanwhile, our favourite person at the moment, takes off on the same route as last time, going past the front tower for BA. Meanwhile, gWeeBo has picked up Ohm's flag. He drops it. Ambient still on screen, just taking off with the flag quite happily, and if that gets returned, he will get the second cap. Beautiful timing there, 203 to 3 in favour of Ohm. Just going to make a quick check of Ohm's base. The generator is up. Mine's in place. Dilemma doing a probably pretty quiet job. Just check his score. He hasn't even got a score yet, so that's obviously been very quiet for him. Meanwhile, his teammate Hawk takes off with BA's flag. He's going a slightly interesting way, going way out the back, opposite the front tower. But seems to have gotten away with it, very close to full health as the BA chain guns start up. The laser just missing him. Hawk lagging slightly. The boy's lag capping. Quick, someone arrest him. Oops, so I just get back to Hawk there. As he cruises in again, he's still got 2/3 of his health as he comes up towards his vehicle pad, and this should be the third cap to Ohm. BA are not doing anywhere near enough to stop these cappers getting in. That was a very quick grab and drop by Lenny, but he can't get anywhere with it. I think Animaniac's taking him out. I can't see the right side of my kill HUD, which is pissing me off a bit. But gWeeBo, meanwhile, takes off with Ohm's flag, and he's got about 2/3 of his health left as a strike comes in, bumps him down to about 1/6, and the laser finishes him off very fast. That was BK. Meanwhile, Hawk has actually dropped the flag, and I can't find what's going on here. Master Shadow picks it up and takes it into the third cap.
Scores.
gWeeBo grabs it and promptly jumps in the lava, doing his best to be amusing, I suppose, but he wasn't achieving much else. Ambient, meanwhile, has come away with a very, very fast grab, going straight through the middle. Nothing is going to touch this guy. That elf manages to, and a couple of grenades come in after him, but there is not enough on him.
Team Storm.
Gets killed just after he caps the flag, but that's not enough to stop him. 405 to 6, Ohm running away with this first map, just probably doing a light cluster on the flag. Just looking around Ohm's flag stand now. This is Ohm's. Yep, this is Ohm's, the white flag. BA having the yellow flag. Fair few turrets up for BA HO, who I couldn't pick up there, being absolutely mobbed by the LD. He's still alive, or he was still alive. Couldn't see who that was. You guys probably can though. That's QT doing LD work. Ohm's defence in very good shape as gWeeBo gets past that defence just. Doesn't get very far with it, gets sniped and chained out of the air and on the ground. And that flag drops just beside Ohm's front tower. gOdog picks it up from him, going the wrong way. Heading back into the back valley parallel with the flag. Just jumps off, he's down to about 1/6 health, courtesy of that. You can see the snipes and the flares and the chain guns going all over the place, and about 3 spike turrets firing on him, not flying on him, on the way past as he cruises back up the valley and gets taken out by Mikhail, I think. Quite possibly. Bit of a tic-tac going on there. Hawk, meanwhile, has the flag and goes off parallel to the main valley, the main flag valley. And he cruises up, going way wider than Ambient does. Excuse me. Drops the flare as he avoids happily all the chain guns, but can't avoid that sniper. Couldn't pick up who that was, there's a few too many spams going on here. Ambient's taking it off the flag stand. UZ makes a quick grab and drop for BA, and gWeeBo takes it after that. Ambient cruising back towards his flag as we watch gWeeBo coming back through the middle valley. I think. Yes, just coming up towards his tower. Hawk has BA's flag, so gWeeBo can't cap it. gWeeBo trying to get anywhere. He doesn't have a lot of energy, but he's got plenty of health. Not a lot of people after him either. Quite quiet as the strike goes past him. He's on about 1/4 health, about 1/9 health now. We're getting down into tiny fractions going on here. gWeeBo drops the flag voluntarily. Real Time picks it up and drops it, and Credulous manages to return in the middle of about 4 BA players. Hawk has probably realised this, but he's taking his time about getting over there. Full health and looking like he's in a medium female. Nearly full health and should get up there. Oh, gets shock glanced off and he's in the lava. Hawk is down. That flag is coming back to base. Thank you very much. Both flags at base, courtesy of Hawk just managing to fall off the strut there and calling the guy who did it a fag. Ambient has taken BA's flag and we watch him go almost parallel to the flag valley. Just cruises over the top of the hill and heads down into the middle. Quite a nice run. He's gone a long way from the flag and consequently a long way from the LD. Bounces off the hill a little hard. Uses his repair kit. Chain gun quite close to him, and as well also someone with a laser field, probably have a chain gun as well. As Ambient cruises up towards his vehicle pad, he'll be looking for a bit of support here. BA people a bit too close for comfort, but no, he's just going to cruise straight off the vehicle pad and go straight into the cap, and he will get there. 508 to 9 in favour of Ohm. It's been light clustered out of this game by the looks, BA. I haven't seen any complaints in the channel yet, so I'm going to assume that the thing's still up. According to me it is. That's a good sign. See gesture, it's not bad. Peas Veg takes off with Ohm's flag. Hawk having BA's. Peas Veg drops that one and Hawk maintains his. No, Hawk drops his as well. That's Hawk there, but I can't find or I can't pick up the flag, so I'll just stay with Hawk and see where he goes with it. Lenny for BA takes Ohm's flag. BA's flag is still in the field. Switch across to Lenny and watch where he's going. He's heading straight across the middle, down into the middle valley now. A couple of strikers heading across into BA's flag area and smack! One of them comes back over the hill and destroys Lenny. Can't quite see who that was, but it might have been Logan. No, it looks like it was Sulls doing the honours there. Moonbaby takes the flag, and did he get away with that? Yes, it wasn't returned. He's coming in. This should be BA's first cap. No, Ambient has BA's flag, so there's not going to be a cap to BA. 5:09 to 10 with both flags in the field. There shouldn't be any auto-turtling or anti-turtling going on here. Ambient drops the flag. Moonbaby's still holding it. We're going to stay with him, see if they can get the cap. But bang! Missile takes him out from behind. And that flag is returned. That was returned by Hawk. Taking a break from his capping duties as QT on screen, taking off his BA's flag across the middle. gWeeBo grabs in an effort to stop that one. We'll see where he is. He looks in very bad shape, and he is. He's dead. QT still holding the flag. And should cruise in for the easy cap. And does indeed. 610 to 11. Owen maintaining a very nice conversion ratio as Hawk chain grabs again. Hitting over the front hill with 2/3 health. BA's light defence just not managing to cope with this number of cappers. Hawk getting slammed a bit there by a couple of grenades from the cases and gets taken out by a laser by the looks, I think. Oh, okay, I'm reading the bloody kill card upside down. Good one. Both flags in the field as the Storm flag, which is Ohms, returns automatically, and BA's flag is returned somewhere along the line. gWeeBo runs off at Ohms flag, throws it, didn't throw it voluntarily, sorry, gets smacked off him, and Ohms flag stays in the field. This is Ambient with the BA flag. Nice big yellow banner sticking up in the air, straight out of his ass. Ambient takes off with it. Warspud has picked up the Ohm flag, so this will not be another easy key in for Ambient. Ambient comes offline just as the flag gets dropped. He's going to hover around the flag and try not to get killed. He's on about 1/5 health and bang! There goes some water right next to him. QT manages to pick it up quite nicely. Turnip Veg takes Ohm's flag and switch across to him and see what's going on. He's up at their front tower.
Great shot!
Bang! Gets taken out by a missile. Courtesy of A3. What a big surprise. The man has a missile. Sees Veg and QT holding their respective flags. This is QT on screen under a fair bit of pressure, and he should die pretty soon if BA have any players left. It doesn't look like they do. Yes, they do, but they're not going to get anywhere. Ambient has taken it off QT. Ohm's flag sitting in the field somewhere, and there it goes. UZ picking it up from around their flag stand. And he'll take off with it. Ambient and UZ holding respective flags. BA will be hoping for a cap here. I think this will be, no, this is the second last cap. So Ohm, if required, that's Vert picking up and dropping just as fast, just as I switch to him. And that flag is returned. Ambient should be around the flag somewhere, and is, but BA, gWeeBo, in a very good position to go in and try and withhold that cap, but he doesn't succeed. And Ambient takes it without too much trouble. Have a look around the flag stands again. I can't see many turrets from Ohm, so maybe BA's doing a bit of a better job now of disrupting. There goes one turret. There's obviously a BA HO trying to break the struts on the flag stand or something. Where is he? Nope, lost him. Anyway, this is the Ohm, yes, Ohm flag stand. Still with a couple of turrets up and a couple of HO flying around. We'll just see if we can switch across to the BA flag stand. No, that's still the Ohm flag stand. Whoops, sorry, Hawk's run off the flag. Hawk's in a heavy. I don't know where he is, but he's having a good time, and he's almost back at his flag. I've just totally missed that grab. I'm not getting any grab sounds from Ohm, but I am from BA. And takes it, and that is victory. The map. 813 to 13 in favour of Ohm. Comprehensively Ohm, their top 6 scorers being from Ohm. Mojo Man with 296, Ambient with 264, but only 1 kill. Master Shadow with 225 and 16 kills, and Animaniac with 180 points and 12. Moonbaby commenting quite rightly that that might not have actually been a hell of a lot of fun for BA. But yes, that's the way it goes, huh?
Game over.
Yes, BA looking like they just couldn't get on top of Ohm's chain cappers. There, LD under a hell of a lot of pressure probably from the HO and the LO at all times, and just allowing Ohm far too many easy grabs, basically.
Wait a sec.
Don't know.
I might drop this one so you guys can all catch up with what's going on, and I shall come back in a second.
Good game. I don't know.